Hey guys, T-Cat Nelson, how you doing? In this episode, we're going to talk about how to defend against the Pak-Lop. That combination. We talked before about the Pak-Lop combination coming in and attacking. Now we're going to talk about how to defend from that, right? So what we're going to do here, she's still going to put in her first defense right here, okay? Once she does that, I do my lop. She's going to take this hand that's down here and she's just going to bring that right up to her center and defend that. Now we're just going to take the hand that we're holding here. I'm going to release that lop and she's just going to pull it back to her chest, and that just allows us to restart, okay? So we go 1 and 2, okay? 1 and 2, 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 last one, 1 and 2. All right, so let's check it out on the dummies and let's check it out on the home training equipment. All right, so now that you've seen the defense of the Pak-Lop with a partner, let's see how we translate those motions onto our wooden dummy to start. So there's a motion that they refer to as Gan-Sao, and essentially that's coming in this way with one high, one low, and there's coming in from the side, and there's Kwon-Sao, which is one high, one low, but it comes from the center and comes out. Okay, so that's what we're gonna play with. First we're gonna come to the side, and then we're gonna bring it to our center, and then come out again. So when I do this, I'm going to start from this high reference point, because when we were playing with our partner just now, we started from a high reference point, right? They pocked us and we had to defend. Then they lopped the hand and we had to bring this other hand up and defend. So let's start this from that high reference point, okay? So when we look at this first motion, this isn't a block down here necessarily so much as this might represent this hand getting pulled down. Right? So we understand that when one hand moves, it activates the other one automatically. So we're not going 1 and then 2. So this is really helpful at teaching the body like how to move both arms at once. So as we're doing this, I start my high reference point, right? I go Gan-Sao. Now from here they come together in Kwon-Sao. Right, high reference point, Gan-Sao, Kwon-Sao. High reference point, they come in from the side, right? They come back to the center and we slide forward with Kwon-Sao. Okay. So high reference point, Gan-Sao, Kwon-Sao. High reference point, Gan-Sao, Kwon-Sao. And of course you can go back and forth with this, you know. I can start this over here, right? And I could go 1 to 2, 1 to 2, 1 to 2, 1 to 2, very easily. But let's see how these motions translate on our home dummy set. All right, so now that we play with that Pak-Lop defense a little bit, let's figure out how we can do that with our chair. So first and foremost, just like the dummy arm, we got a couple ways we can play. One is from the high reference point, we can put that Gan-Sao in, and then from here, if we wanted to, we could switch and just put the Kwon-Sao in the same exact spot, because technically that would still work. That'd still act as functional training because we're coming in from the side to protect the center line, and they're coming from the center line to protect the center line. So that would still technically work for us. Now, just like with the dummy, how we kind of switched over to the other arm, we could do that here too. You notice I just sort of like check the side of the recycling bin to act as the lower arm, right? So I could Gan-Sao this here, and as I switch, I can move my way over to the other side just to practice a little bit of footwork and body mechanics. 1, 2, so I could go Gan to Kwon or Gan to Kwon, but I could also just Gan-Sao and Kwon here, right? So 1 and 2, or I could go 1 and 2, or I can move to the other side, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Coming from the side, coming from the center. Coming from the side, coming from the center, right? Or coming from the side, from the center. from the side, from the center, from the side, from the center, from the side to the center, side, center, side, center, right? You can start over here, or you can start from a high reference point as well. But that's one of my favorite ones to practice. I feel like whenever the more I'm putting in my dummy work and the more I'm putting in the Gan-Sao Kwon-Sao, I always feel it when I'm practicing with people and I go to defend. They always say like, wow, like the defense, it almost feels like the person that practices a lot, their defense feels like they're the one in control. Their defense feels like they're the one attacking almost. And that's such a cool feeling, but it comes from drills like this.